What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of The Father, the newest film from director Florian Zeller. Before we begin, hey, if you like my channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit that like button and comment below on any video you watch, including this one. So The Father tells the story of a man named Anthony, who is played by, of course, Anthony Hopkins. He has onset dementia. And throughout this movie, his daughter, who is played by Olivia Colman, who plays Anne, has been basically taking care of him as the Anthony character is starting to kind of lose his grip on reality. And in the process, this movie basically shows us what happens to a certain individual when their basis of reality starts kind of going in the dimension space. So we actually see this movie from Anthony Hopkins' perspective. So things that are starting to happen in this movie aren't necessarily coherent, aren't necessarily whole. Olivia Williams pops up, Gatiss pops up, Rufus Sewell, Imogen Poots. They all start popping up in different weird place and aspects. Time seems to be kind of out of place. Just everything doesn't seem to fit perfectly in this world. And it's because of how we're seeing this world through a certain perspective. And so as this movie moves along, things just start kind of shifting and focusing and kind of going in different directions, and in essence it makes you really confused as you're watching the movie. So with that said, we basically see this character as he progresses down that road of dementia. So with that said, this movie The Father is a movie that I was anticipating, I was really looking forward to. Once again, like most of these films in the festival circuit, I found it by word of mouth. I found it through, various YouTubers and of course Twitter followers and stuff I follow. And it seemed like a very interesting movie. The fact that it's coming from that point of perspective, that point of view, can go one of two ways. It can be really touching and kind of cathartic, or it can go down a really bad path where it can be really terrible. And with this being Florian Zeller's play that he adapted into the movie, I had a little more faith that this movie was actually going to be pretty good. And on top of that, the Oscar, stuff is coming through with Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman, of course. And then you have Rufus Sewell, who I really like as like a villainous character, but he's in this movie. And I really like Olivia Williams, who's in The Sixth Sense, and so on and so forth. And so with that said, as I bought my ticket to watch this movie, I put it on virtual cinema, I finished it, and I sat there for like 5 minutes. And then I wrote my tweet, and you've seen my tweet by now if you read my Twitter account. And 2020, as bad as it has been with the pandemic, has really put out some insanely fantastic films, and The Father is right up there with One Night in Miami, with The Trial of the Chicago 7, with Nomadland. This year, in 9 days, this year has been insanely incredible. This movie is one of the best of the year, one of probably my favorites in a long time. This movie is heartbreaking. This movie is emotional. This movie, the fact that it puts you in the perspective of a human being that has dementia, and it really kind of focuses on that and really kind of pushes for that and kind of goes for it, it really wins in a lot of aspects. Anthony Hopkins has always been a great actor. Ever since Silence of the Lambs, everything that, for the most part, that Anthony Hopkins does, he's had a little bit of a dry spell, has been something revolutionary, something revelatory. And this might be one of his best roles ever outside of Hannibal Lecter. Watching this character kind of go down that path, kind of go down that route, starting to lose his sanity in a lot of aspects, is scary to watch. This movie is scary. This movie is horrifying. And this movie has a little bit of a sci-fi aspect in the sense of you're never really sure what exactly is real and what is not. And to have Florian Zeller do that, have him show a character going through that and have us go through that with him and make it so compelling is it's almost exhausting to watch. And that's not even a bad thing to say. You feel so bad for this character. I'm sure we all know people that have gone through a dementia spell who have kind of started losing their grips on reality. And to watch a character like Anne, his daughter, have to put up with this. Her boyfriend is Paul, who's a Rufus Sewell character, is so frustrated with the fact that she's not willing to just accept that there's nothing she can do for him. She has to be there for him, but there's nothing she can really do for him because she's taking care of him. To watch Anthony Hopkins, his character not really kind of get the grasp of what's going on. So when he starts talking, he repeats himself a lot, and he starts seeing different characters and different people. It's a very emotionally raw performance, and it's one of Anthony Hopkins Hopkins' best performances. It's so amazing. It like blew my mind how good he was in this movie. It really is. It's just such a compelling performance, and it's just how we go with it. It's dude, I don't even know what to say. The movie's insane. It really is. It's so thought provoking and compelling. And then you throw in Olivia Colman into this movie, who, you know, just recently won an Oscar for The Favorite, and she was really good in that. And just to watch her emotionally kind of crack and break and start, you know, forcefully trying to do everything in her power. And then because we're seeing it from his point of view, we're not really seeing every perspective. We're not seeing the whole story, because how can we when we're in his head? You know, we really don't know how dark and deep and emotional this, you know, this character had to go to deal with what she does, and to see her at the end of this movie and her what she has to do to kind of move on with her life. It's just, to see every aspect of it, it's just such a character breakdown. It's such an emotionally raw performance as well, that these two characters just, they lift a movie that's only 95 minutes long and feels like a lifetime's worth of just wondrous performances. It really is. And you know, everybody else is great in this movie, but these two character performances are some of the best of the year, if not some of the best of the year. It's really insane to really kind of talk about, because, you know, you go, oh, that must be Oscar bait, or that must be, you know, them trying to, you know, get Anthony Hopkins another Oscar. No, these performances are magnificent. And it's so insane. Like, Florian Zeller's script, and he also has co-wrote this with Christopher Hampton, who's done like Dangerous Liaisons and Atonement. It's like a miracle of a script. It really is. It's a script that is just powerful from every turn imaginable. And just watching this movie, and it very much feels like a play. Just watching it play step by step by step. It's insane how good it really is. I'm so speechless talking about this movie, because it's just how powerful it is, how emotionally raw it is, how emotionally just engaging it is, how just insanely perfect it really is. You know, when I get to my top 10, and I haven't even seen Mank, I haven't even seen Soul at this point. At some point I will see these two other movies, but I was just looking at my top 10, having been able to see all these movies, you know, ahead of time. And I struggle to where I'll put The Father. I'll struggle to where I'll put 9 Days. I'll struggle to where I put all these movies, because this is just an incredibly emotionally raw type of year when it comes to movie making. It really is. It beats out 2019, like, within every aspect when it comes to like real, true, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, but powerful, you know, movies. So this movie's incredible. It really is one of the best of the year. Definitely highly recommended. Find a way to see it, even if you have to wait for VOD. Rent it when it comes out. So it'll definitely give you the feel, give you the feels, definitely. So, but yeah, there you go. That is my take of The Father. Thank you so much for watching. If you've seen this, especially, you know, some people who have seen this early, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? If you haven't seen it, did this review help you? Want to be excited? Let me also know in the comments below. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button, and there you go. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.